Hey guys!
Alright guys, we're here today to check out, as perhaps you can see, look at us, we're wearing uniforms.
We're twins.
Well, we're not twins, we're not wearing the same thing.
But
I feel like there's a motif.
Yeah.
There's a common ground. There's a commonality here. And I said to you, you always ask me before we sit down to do a video, hey, what shirt should I wear today? And I said, listen, I'm just putting it out there. I think you should wear your Ensiferum shirt. I'm going to wear mine. I think you wore it in a couple of videos last week or a couple of weeks ago, but we haven't done an Ensiferum video over a year. It has to be even maybe longer than that. We haven't done an Ensiferum video.
The closest Ensiferum thing we've done is the concert.
Wow, and that was already was it November? Yeah, November of last year. It feels like it was 10 years ago, to be honest with you. I think that's the last time. Was that the last concert you went to? No. Or no. In Flames was the last. Flames was your last one. But anyways, so I said to you, wear your Ensiferum. I'm going to wear mine because this is a celebration today.
Yeah.
They have a new album coming out, and this is the first single that they released for the album. It's called Rum, Women, Victory. I don't know if I would take it necessarily in that order, but I'm okay with all three.
It does not sound like an Ensiferum song. It sounds more like an Ailstorm song.
I'm not even going to go there, but I think you have quite a bit of a point there.
Yeah.
But I like the title. I like all three topics.
Yeah.
You know, I'm a big fan of rum. Like, it's perhaps like my favorite go-to drink.
Yeah, so rum.
At Christmas time, I went through a bottle of El Dorado in one night. One night, bottle of El Dorado rum. Yeah.
I'm lucky I wasn't there.
You were there. Was at Carmine's house.
No, that was... You guys went. I went to Wonderland.
Oh, yeah, you weren't there. We had to take an Uber home.
Yeah.
Oh, your mother drove home. I don't know. I was completely hammered, so I
went
don't
to
really...
Winterfest at Wonderland.
I don't really know how I got home. But anyways, it shouldn't be a proud moment, but it is kind of a proud moment that I went through a whole bottle
There's
by
a
myself.
picture, and you look pretty proud.
Yeah, and then I came home and I put that ceramic dick in my pants, and I took a picture of that as well. So that tells you how lubed up I was. All right, let's check this out. Anyways, let's do this. All right, tell me what's inside of your heart. What do you think of this brand new Ensiferum track from their upcoming album? Comes out July 10. Thalassic is the name of the album. I think I pronounced it correctly. Anyways,
This is gonna squeeze right into the first place spot for your top 10 albums. I know it right now.
this is the first time I'm hearing. This is the first song. I have the album already. I've had the album for quite a bit of time, but I keep pushing it to the side because there's other albums that are being released earlier, and I want to listen to those because I have to record a review. But now that we're recording this video, now I'm going to dive into the album because I already know which singles are coming out. I don't know when they're coming out, but I already know which songs are going to be the next singles. So I can do my review and pick songs that are not going to be part of the singles and talk a little bit more about those in the review like I always do, right? But based on this track, I mean, this is glorious.
It is.
This is glorious. So, what specifically about this song? Let's try to digest it a little bit.
Such amazing folk metal has been given to me, and I'm giving it 5 stars.
You're giving it 5 stars?
5 stars.
Wow.
It only goes up to 5.
On the Ensiferum Yelp?
Yeah.
Oh, 5 stars. It only goes up to 5. Okay, it's a good thing you meant because it could be out of 10.
It could be out of 10. It only goes up to 5.
Okay, so I'm glad that you saved yourself right at the end there.
I'll make a couple accounts and keep giving it 5 stars.
5 stars. All right. So this song really showcases a lot of promise for the record. I'm really excited for what the rest of the album is gonna have in store for us. But I feel like we have to talk about we have to talk about everything, but to me, I want to start off with the vocals. Those clean vocals there in the middle.
Yeah.
I was not expecting that, but I really liked it. It gave the song such a... the song is very linear, right? Like, it doesn't have too many ups and downs.
The chorus had a very, like, brother... Viking brother song.
Yeah, it's like a hymn.
Like a hymn, yeah.
Yeah.
It just had that type of vibe to it, and I loved it. Some very fast paced, like hymn vibes. Amazing. I just it very uplifted me.
Okay, so now can I go now?
Yeah.
All right. So what I was saying is that this is a song that, in my opinion, is guns blazing from the moment it starts all the way through. Even when it goes into the chorus, it never really slows down. It just continues. It's a party song. It really feels like a coming together, a brotherhood coming together party song. You're singing about the 3 things that it really matters to you, which is rum, women, and victory. I mean, perhaps I could remove victory out of the equation, and I could add like something else in there. But I'm not judging. I'm saying like I can fall in line. I can fall in line and go with the flow. So I felt that the song was very linear in its approach. It's guns blazing from the moment it starts. It doesn't matter if it's verses or choruses. It's not one of those songs that's really like that it has a lot of energy in the verses and then it drops down a little bit, more melodic, a different approach in the chorus, and then it gets again, or vice versa, or slower in the verses and more bombastic in the chorus. And it never stops. Yeah. It just keeps on going. So to me, the interesting aspect is when you have a song that has that dynamic, you need to change something. Otherwise, the song it's going to be completely flat all the way through, because it's like you're listening to one portion of the song on loop. Like nothing changes. It's just like over and over again. It's like repeat. You know what I mean? So what they did was, let's throw a different style of vocals in the middle verses. Completely different from what came before, completely different from what come after. I loved it because it gave the song a dip. Without taking a dip melodically or musically.
Well, it's that one thing that kind of just changed it.
It changed it. So now the song is not linear anymore. Now the song is not like flat lining.
But now you don't have to do too much because you
but it didn't change the fluidity of the track. Everything stayed the same. All you did was you changed the vocal style, right? So now you have a song that starts really high. And musically, it goes all the way through, but vocally, there's that dip in the middle, and then it comes back again. Like the energy gets reignited again. I love that element of the song. I think it's gonna, I don't think it's gonna be something that a lot of people are gonna gravitate to because the song it's so fast paced, it's so energetic. But to me, without that in the song, the track falls flat because it becomes just like flat. It flatlines all the way through. There's no changes.
There's no change. It's kind of just the same.
Exactly.
But that
you
one
something.
Little thing that kind
and it's genius because you're not touching the fluidity of the track. You're not touching the energy
you're not
of the
touching
track.
most of the main parts of the track.
You're just changing the vocal style in that one bit. But changing the vocal style in that one bit, it allows you to reset your ears. It comes lower, and then when the vocals kick in back again to the usual style, it resets again. It's almost like the song. It almost feels like the song slowed down, but it didn't. But it felt that way, and then it picks up back again. I love it. First of all, I love the melody, and I love the delivery, and I love how it was put together.
The guitar work is absolutely amazing, especially the ending.
Yeah, I love it too. And you mentioned the whole hymn thing. When all the voices come together in the chorus, I love that. Like, you cannot have a party style like vibe kind of song.
Viking.
Yeah, exactly. It's not an Ensiferum song unless you get those vocals in the chorus there to really pump some energy, to create some bigger volume.
Yeah.
And feel like we're all together drinking beer around the campfire or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, I love it. I think this track is great. It has such great dynamics, but to me, the vocals is really the elephant in the room, because it changes the fluidity of the track, it changes the style of the track, and the song becomes a complete. It just gives the song that dip that it needs in order to change something. I think this track is great, and excited to check out the rest of the album. Now that we're doing this video, I know people are wondering, like, what the fuck, man? This guy's had the album for like 2 months and he didn't listen to it. No, because I knew when it was coming out. I got it in February. I know it's coming out in July. I have to do a review. So I don't want to start listening to, because if I start listening too far ahead, by the time I'm ready to record the review, it's going to be hard for me to be objective on the review, because I've listened to the album so many times that everything, it's hard for me to start to pinpoint certain things, and it's hard for me to be objective and criticize something or say that this was done properly. So I didn't want to listen to it beforehand too far ahead of when I'm ready to record it. Plus, I didn't know what the singles were going to be. And I always pick 3 of my favorite songs that are not the singles.
Yeah.
So Sammy was kind enough to tell me what the singles are going to be, so now I can record it. And I'm going to try to have Pete and Sammy on the channel to talk about the album on a little chat with the 2 of them. Yeah. Well, I mean, Sammy's been on the channel multiple times. The only time Pete was on the channel is when we did the vlog in Finland.
Yeah.
So I want to have the 2 of them on the channel so we can chit chat a little bit. All right, you have anything else to add?
I feel like
we covered everything.
Yeah.
Right? All right. On that note, come back tomorrow. We'll have another video for you. See you guys.
See ya.